Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I am crafting with one of the new releases from Spellbinders. It's the Game Day collection by Justine Dvorak. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Justine. Apologies if I mispronounce your last name. But I love, love, love this collection because if you have a lot of people in your life who are athletic, who are sports fans, this collection is so perfect for you because there are so many different elements that I feel are great for that particular theme, but also can extend pretty widely beyond sports and athletics too. So, for example, the shirt that I am assembling here. This die set has been so well designed because you can actually convert, there's so many different detail pieces that you can layer on top of the base shirt to actually create different styles of shirts. And I think that's one thing that I might want to do next, is actually create different variations on the shirt just so that you can kind of see what all you can do with it. It's so clever. It's been so well designed because you can do what I'm doing here, which I think is kind of akin to maybe a soccer shirt, but you can also do a basketball jersey that's maybe one of those sleeveless jerseys. You could do a polo shirt, sort of like what you would see folks wear on a golf course. You could do a baseball shirt that has, the buttons down the middle. And so there's just so many different options and variations for layering different trim, different detailing, and getting different looks out of this shirt. And these are all kind of sports shirts, but at the end of the day, you could just make a plain t-shirt and create something like a graphic tee. You could put one of like a kind of a large-ish sentiment or stamp an image right onto the shirt and create your own little graphic tee. I think that would be really cute too. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with this shirt. It's pretty cool. So that is the athletic apparel shirt. Separate from that is the jersey numbers die set, and that's really phenomenal because that's got all of your numbers 0 through 9 plus the hashtag, and it has not just the numbers but the shadow layer behind it too. So that's just universally very, very useful. A set of number dies is fabulous, and it's a nice scale too. It's about 1 inch tall, so that's pretty good. I might actually be inclined to use this number set for something like my advent calendars also. So I think you could definitely get a lot of use out of that. And what I am assembling is the set of different sporting goods, and that's the name of the die set. This die set is actually, it's pretty darn phenomenal. There's just about every sport I can think of is covered by this die set. So you have all of the different sporting balls. So you've got a basketball, you've got a football, soccer ball, volleyball, golf ball, tennis ball. Now they're all the same size, but so they're not really to scale with each other is I guess what I'm trying to say. And that's, again, been really well designed because there's the one circle die that cuts out sort of your background layer to these different sporting balls, and then there will be a second die that you can layer on top that will actually give all of the detailing to turn it into a very specific type of ball. So again, just really well designed, very clever. You get so much bang for your buck, and then on top of that, I've only used the just a portion of that die set because besides that, you get all of the equipment that you would like hold in your hand. So there's a baseball bat, there's a tennis racket that you can assemble, there's a hockey stick, there's the lacrosse stick, there's a golf club. So you've got all of that too. I mean, it truly is very, very complete, comprehensive die set that just covers the gamut of different sports. So really, really love that. Today I'm casing Terry's card again. Terry, she is Mama Chorizo on Instagram. I saw a card that she posted and I fell in love with the sort of sketch, the layout of this particular design. And I've already cased it once and I'm doing it again, mostly because when I was filming the video for the first time that I made this card sketch, I had mentioned that it would be really great for scrap busting because you just need a bunch of these little squares. They're 1¼ inch by 1¼ inch, and you just can get so many of these out of just your leftover scraps. And so as I was sitting down to craft with this collection, I was looking around to just see what was around me in terms of pattern paper, and I was trying to go for something that was outside of the pinks and purples and teals that I so often craft with. And I remembered that I recently crafted with this paper pad, and it's got some really great colors that really go with a lot of the different sporting goods that I made off to the side, like the orange of the basketball, the green of the tennis ball, and the brown of the football. And it's got all of those colors, and so I thought that would be a really great pile of scraps to try to kill off. It's pretty rare. I don't think it's happened much, maybe possibly at all, that I've managed to kill a complete paper pad. But so I haven't experienced that victory firsthand just yet, or it's at least been so long I can't even remember the last time I've actually killed off a complete paper pad. So I take my victories where I can, and I definitely feel a little sense of satisfaction and a small win when I can at least finish off my scraps left over from a previous project. So I didn't quite hit that with just this one card. I still have some scraps left over. So I might make another card or two just to really try to polish that off. But that's why I love sketches like this, because it doesn't require a lot of pattern paper. You don't have to, if you don't want to, cut into fresh new sheets because the pieces are relatively small. I did cut into a new sheet just to get that blue background, so I made probably more scrap than I used up on this card. So I will definitely need to create a couple more cards using this sketch. But I love it, and what I thought the reason why I thought to use this sketch in particular with this collection is because all of these sporting balls, they're like the perfect size to fit into those squares. So I thought it would be fun to tile around my card some of these sporting balls, and especially since one of the patterns is actually a polka dot pattern. So I thought that would be kind of cute to actually kind of mimic that in these different sporting goods. And I just had a really, what was hardest for me on this card was just which balls to use and where to place them, because I was trying to go for just that same principle of, the darker colors possibly being where your eye goes to first, and really trying to not make any one area too heavy with those dark colors. but at the same time, I was trying to also kind of figure out which ones actually look good. So, for example, the football seemed odd because it's the only one that's not circular. So I wanted to use that because I use that same color brown in my jersey. And so I was debating a lot whether to use the football. The volleyball I think turned out okay because it's got some light blues that are in the pattern paper, so that worked out okay. The soccer ball is circular, but it uses black, and there's nothing else that's black on this card. So I had a really hard time figuring out what to use and where to put it. And in the end, I don't know that I came up with the best selection, but I went with the soccer ball just because it was round. So you let me know what you think of my choices, but I love this collection. It's so much fun, and I really need to make this shirt in some different styles because I think that's a fun one to craft with. Thanks so much for joining me today. Until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.